Hi, I'm pro saxophonist Jamie Anderson and you're watching Get Your Sax Together. This Sunday I've sifted through literally hundreds of fingerings to bring you the ultimate alto saxophone altissimo finger chart. You're going to get no less than 6 different fingerings for every note up to double F, and they all work. I'm going to try and keep the chat to a minimum this week, as this Alto Sax Altissimo finger chart is more of a reference guide than a lesson. Let's quickly get the plugs out the way first though. There's a fabulous free PDF for you to download and print off featuring every fingering demonstrated in today's show. Just click the link in the description or go to the URL below, getyoursaxtogether.com/alto chart. And if you haven't already done so, be sure to go and check out my 1-hour saxophone success masterclass, which is an awesome free lesson with me covering a whole load of stuff that will get you sounding instantly better on sax. Just use the URL below or click the link in the description. By the way, don't panic if you play tenor sax. Next week will be your time to shine. In the meantime, try the alto fingerings because loads of them will work on tenor as well. Just before we get into the altissimo fingering chart, there's something very important that you need to understand. If you're not proficient at the high notes yet, you must watch my altissimo video linked on the card above before you try these fingerings. If you don't, you'll probably just get a few low notes that sound like a cow giving birth, and you won't understand why. Plus, you'll be messaging me asking why the high note fingerings aren't working. If you don't have the right formations in your vocal tract and embouchure, you won't get the altissimo notes. Simple as that. The fingerings don't guarantee the notes, I'm afraid. However, my altissimo video will explain it all in great detail, so make sure you check it out first. Okay, that said, the fingering diagrams themselves should be self-explanatory, but be sure to get your free reference PDF from the link in the description, as that lists and explains everything. You can print that off and keep it on your music stand forever. I've provided fingerings for saxes with and without a high F sharp key, and I'm extremely grateful to my 9-year-old star pupil Xavier Kusev for lending me his John Paul alto for this video. If you want to see Xavier in action and see what you could achieve with some focused practice, I've included a link to his Instagram in the description. Me borrowing his sax also shows that these fingerings come out on a super cheap beginner's saxophone. Now, I'm ashamed to report that in the course of my extensive research, I started losing track of whose fingering was whose. And in any case, can you even trademark or claim ownership of a fingering? Comment below on that point if you've got an opinion. In any case, I'd like to thank and acknowledge and put a collective shout out to all my past and present teachers and colleagues, plus Sir Valor Sax, Wally Wallace, Jay Metcalf at Better Sax, Ed Barker, Claude DeLong, Tim McAllister, Sigurd Rasher, Mark Sherrett's Woodwind Fingering Guide website, Music Education for All, Mo Sax, London Sax School, Steve Bone, Scott Paddock, Nigel McGill, and especially Sean Hurlbert for his detailed and insightful series of videos on Alto Altissimo. Links for all these people are in the description. I also apologise in advance if you see your special, unique fingering and I've nicked it without properly acknowledging you. If it makes it any better, the saxophone players of the world tacitly thank you, my friend. Lastly, I haven't given any of these fingerings their nicknames like double fork, triangle or split F, and they're in no special order. Some work better than others, but it depends on your unique setup, so you should experiment yourself. Work out your favourites and also work out which ones flow best into each other. For the record, I used a Jody Jazz HR 8M mouthpiece with a Van Doren Java Redbox 3.5 reed. There are timestamps in the description so you can quickly go to any note you want. Right, without further ado, here's 6 different fingerings for every altissimo note on alto up to a double F. Turn up the volume if you want your neighbours to move out. So that's it for this week. Hopefully this free online saxophone lesson showing you a galaxy of alto sax altissimo fingerings was useful. Next week, we'll be doing the same thing for tenor sax. Don't forget to pick up your free PDF using the link in the description. And if you want to learn some more in-depth sax stuff, go to www.getyoursaxtogether.com/masterclass to get your free 1-hour lesson with me. As always, thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. If you haven't already, please go ahead and give the video a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content, and check out my Insta and Facebook pages. Until I sax up your Sunday next week, practice hard, practice smart, but above all, enjoy your music. See you later. To bring you the ultimate alto saxophone